We are live here for H&N Race Hub after we had 4 races last night. Well, not last night, last weekend. And we're going to have 4 more races again this weekend. So, a big slate of races that we're going to be coming up on. And, Hoy, are you excited for this weekend?
Yeah, buddy, we got a some crown jewel racing this weekend, so I am pretty pumped up about that.
Yep, I am too. Um, I'm very, very excited. So, yeah, we go to for race. Uh, so kicking off tomorrow, we go to Charlotte for the Coke 600, which I'm excited about, honestly. And then we go after that, we go to hold that thought. We go to
Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen. Then after that, we go to Nashville and Kansas. So 4 more races. So after we get done with those 4 races, we have one more race left in the regular season. So I'm very, very excited to see how that goes. But let's talk about last week, and let's talk about the points after the 4 races last week. So here are the points leaving North Wilkesboro. Hoy, you have a 211-point lead. So that's just you basically locked up the regular season championship with your 5 wins and 33 playoff points. So you won the first 2 races. Well, we'll talk about that later. But you're going to be taking these bonus points into the playoffs. How do you feel?
It's gonna help a lot, especially if I don't have a good race. But if, let's say, I do keep consistent, it can really help me, especially if I don't end up getting the 2 race wins and round one of the playoffs, it could help a lot, especially with actually, yeah, never mind. We have stage points in round one, but not the championship round. So those will help. If I do make the championship round, those will help.
So, yeah, after a guy that moved up in points a lot was Cadet. I mean, we last race that we was talking about, Cadet might be in trouble, but he proved us wrong. He went from 13th to 6th in points after the strong couple races he's had. What do you think? Do you think Cadet might be a-okay?
Yeah, I think Cadet's gonna be fine. Uh, the win really helped. I think he got some stage points. I don't know if he got stage points in both stages, but I think he did in first stage. So that helped him quite a bit. But I think he'll be fine, unless I don't know of Logan and Washed Up's situation, but he's sitting decently comfortable in 6th in points right now. But let's say those guys show up this weekend, and he's got to race them, and depending on how well they do, and those 2 guys are quite fast, so you could have some competition there on the bubble.
Yep, I agree. And then a guy, not Cadet, Sterling has also moved his way back up in points, so he's might be safe too. Um, and then Quentin is plus 60, uh, plus flipping. Let me do some math real quick. I should have this. I had it ready on another graphic. 62 points above the cut line. What do you think he's safe?
Quentin? No.
All right. Well,
I don't. We still have, what, 5 or 6 races left in the regular season. Nobody's spot is really guaranteed right now.
yeah. I mean, um, mean, if you're, I think if you're chicane, I feel like chicane and up, in my opinion, I think you're safe. But like cadet and lower, I don't think you're safe to make it. I mean, you're comfortable if you're cadet, but other than that, I don't think you're that safe if you're cadet and lower.
Here's how I would say it. I would say chicane and up are probably playoff locks. And cadet and to 8th place, you're not locked in, but you have a cushion, so you're not as worried.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, cadet's not stressing about missing, but he is not guaranteed to make it.
But NASCAR boy, I feel like if you're a NASCAR boy, you're pretty cooked. Sidewinder, you're pretty cooked too. Washed up, you might be cooked. Almost 100 points back with about 5 races to go in the regular season. Yeah, 5 races. I don't know. It's in my opinion, it's gonna be between these 4 guys right here. Sterling down to Logan. I think that's where the battle's gonna be. But yeah, let's move on to the position changing in points. So the top 4 stay the same. Chicane up, he's up 5. A good last 4 races for him. Cadet, up 7 like we was talking about. Good races for him. Sterling up 4. Quentin +1. B-Mac, we'll get to him later in the show. Down 5 and Logan down 3. I don't know. I feel like B-Mac has to get back on the horse if he wants to be able to contend for make the chase.
Yeah, B-Mac's, he's only 1 spot back, but he's kind of in trouble. Struggled at Dover. That did not help his playoff case at all.
So, yep, this is the points after the first 8 races here and the gaps between all of them. Well, breaking news out of the HMS camp. I'll let you talk about this one.
So I decided to release Bryant. And there's really no other explaining. I released him. He's not on the team anymore.
Bryant, he had a good season last season with HMS, made the Final 4. It's just this season he just didn't show up. And why have a guy on a team if he's not going to show up, Sucks for him, but he could definitely find a ride somewhere else. He's a very competitive guy, fast guy. It's just after the first season, he had a good, strong season last season, just couldn't bring it this season. Well, let's talk about the Coke 600 Hoy. This is the race where you could gain the most points out of any race in the schedule. You get 4 stages. If you get max points, you get is 115 points. If you're a guy that is behind, maybe NASCAR, but if you go out and dominate this race, this could revive your season.
Yeah, this race, first off, everybody wants to win it. It's a crown jewel. Second, it has huge playoff implications with 3 stages. That is 3 possible playoff points. And, 3 chances to get in the top 3 to get at least 8 points in the stages. Then you have, the top 3 get a significant boost of the points too. So, it's going to have big playoff implications. It's going to be a very action-packed race. Charlotte's usually very fun.
I agree. Charlotte is going to be a good race, in my opinion. I'm excited to see it play out. Bryant won their last season. Ricky got 2nd. So it's going to be an interesting race. Well, let's talk about last week's winners. Hoy, you won at Phoenix and Dover. You swept the first 2 races. You dominated both races. Phoenix had a fast car and Dover had a fast car. You had a battle there with Chicane there late in the race. How did that go down?
Yeah, Dover was a fun battle. He caught me at the end there. Had a good long run car, and we went back and forth, and I just ended up coming out on top.
Yeah, that was a good race from you, both races. So congrats on that, continuing your win streak. But then we go to Atlanta. Ricky, I finally picked up my first win of the season at Atlanta. Thanks to my good buddy Hoy for pushing me there, and all of HMS for bringing bad fast cars. Yeah, I'm happy I finally won at Atlanta. And H&N, last time I won there was back in season 3. Last lap move or late race move on Chasing, who used to be in the league. It was a good race. But yeah, I'm finally happy to get done in the new configuration. I was close a couple times, just didn't get it done, so I'm happy to finally get a win off this season. In Cadet, last lap pass on chicane. Starting lap, the last lap he was running third, and the 9 car, I had a run with my teammate, and Cadet took advantage of it and made a last lap pass in turn 1 and 2, and got his first win of the season to help him move up in the points. That is a strong racetrack for Cadet. I'm not gonna say he struggled at North Wilkesboro. He was up front. It's just he kept getting caught up in those crashes that really wasn't his fault. But in the final stage, he finally locked in and got up to the front and won the race. What do you got to say about Cadet winning there?
It was an interesting finish. But congratulations.
It was an interesting finish. Yeah. And let's move on to let's actually talk about Cadet here. Climbing in points up to 6. He won North Wilkesboro. Strong track coming up for him. Before Dover, he was 13th in points, and after North Wilkesboro, he is up to 6th. I don't know. Looks like Cadet's finally starting to get over that championship hangover and finally starting to move up in the points. He might be.
Yeah, and I think this part of the schedule is kind of Cadet's style of racing. So I think he's going to be good.
Okay, well, Cadet would tell you otherwise. Cadet said many times before he struggles at these intermediate tracks, so we got a lot of those coming up. Well, we do got a road course, and he's very strong at the road course.
Well, we had Phoenix, Dover, and North Wilkesboro. I know he couldn't show up to Phoenix, but Dover is kind of his style. Same with North Wilkesboro.
But yeah, he moving up in points. So I'm excited to see how he could do. But a guy that it might be time to hit the panic button on is BMAC, down to 9th in points, minus 62 from the cut. Only 5 races left in the regular season. My bad, I put 4. I meant 5. But before Phoenix, BMAC was 6th in points, and after North Wilkesboro, he was 9th. He's 9th in points. Hoy, is it time to hit the panic button?
I don't think you have to panic. You've got 5 races left, but you do need to have a sense of urgency to start getting up front, or at least doing, bare minimum, doing better than the guys in front.
Yeah, I agree. But we're going to Charlotte, where you have 3 stages where you get stage points. I don't know how Sterling's going to do there. But if BMAC can win the first 3 stages, which he knows how to win some stages, if he wins the 3 stages, he would have took 30 points out of that gap between him and Sterling. So I don't know. He has a chance to gain at least 30-something points, even more, at Charlotte. So, and was pretty good there last season. He knows how to win the stages. But yeah, BMAC struggling. Now, Hoy, drama at HMS. Could there be tension HMS after North Wilkesboro to run in with the 8, 48, and 9? What do you think? What's your opinion about that?
A lot of stuff needs to be worked on. A lot of moves are made that people did not like, including myself. I wouldn't call it a drama. We just had a disagreement.
Yeah.
But I think from here on out, we're gonna be we talked it out and have a better understanding. So maybe this is just a one-time thing, but you also have to think about when all your guys are running up front, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, just what the part that made it worse than what it was. HMS didn't win that race in North Wilkesboro due to the contact between them. But this ain't the first time the 940 had a run in. They had a run in at Bristol late in the race, going for the win. I mean, at least when they're hitting each other, they're like battling for lead, not like battling for like ninth or whatever. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to watch. And then talking about the other HMS guy, that really wasn't involved in any of that drama. Watch still. Having a quiet season, a fast quiet season, not like a bad like a slow season, but like a fast season. He's consistent, 5.2 average, finished fourth in points, close to third in points. He's up there. He's quiet. He's up there when it matters the most, and he gets the finishes. What do you have to say about that? I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
part of him. He's fast, consistent, and drama-free.
he's having a terrific season. I mean, that's why I signed him. Yeah. He may not be like a multi-wins kind of driver, but he will be there at the end. And especially at Homestead, Bristol, even Vegas, he's kind of gotten screwed at some of the end of these races, and I just wonder, maybe he could be up there second, third in points. Those didn't happen. And at North Wilkesboro, he did struggle, but it's still impressive that even though he struggled in the race, he is still that high up in points.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, good season, quiet season for him. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he did. Give me a dark horse going. He was my dark horse last year. He could be my dark horse this year. I don't know. But boy, that's all the main talking points we had to talk about. Anything else you want to talk about before we end this show?
I wanted to hold on. I have to go to Discord real fast. Okay, I wanted to talk about, since we are going to our first road course of the season, we haven't been to one yet. Who would you say has the best chance of getting it done at that road course?
Well,
I know we haven't saw a lot of people turn right.
My safe pick is Cadet. He's always fast when we go there. He won there in season 9. So my safe pick's gonna be Cadet, but if I was just not being safe about my pick, I would I don't know. I forget who was fast. Who else was fast there in season 9? Was I was okay there, but I'm gonna say NASCAR boy. I think he was fast there in season 9. I could be wrong. He might have been like the worst driver there. I'm gonna just go NASCAR boy as my second option. But my main pick, my safe pick is gonna be Cadet. How about yourself, boy? Who do you think, Scott?
I'd have to say, a safe pick could be Cadet, but I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna go, R. Gray.
Yeah. Yeah, Arcus is also a safe pick. Hasn't won yet. He's been close. He could get it done.
Yeah, I think he's kind of been having some interesting things happening to him out on track recently, so I'm confident it'll change here pretty soon. I feel like he's going to get that win, and maybe that win will come this weekend.
Yeah, he's been fast, definitely. Now, who's your pick for the Coke 600?
Me, myself, and I.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a good pick. If you're saying that, I'm going to pick me, myself, and I. Alrighty. Well, anything else to talk about there, Roy? Okay, well, no, I don't want to talk about this. Going back to that cutoff, after we leave these next 4 races going into Daytona, who do you think is going to be above and under the cut? I like guys we talked about. Looks like we are having mechanic issues here, but that's gonna be it here from Race Hub, I guess. Hoy's mic kind of cooked itself, so yeah, that's gonna be it. We will see y'all next week to talk about these next slate of races, and we're gonna talk about the points and the Daytona regular season finale. So that's gonna be it here tonight. Good night, everybody.